And hello visuals, welcome back to the Visual Guys movie reviews and shit. Welcome back, Charles, and welcome back to another movie review. This week, oh my god, well, last night it was the midnight release of Venom, The Last Dance, and I'm actually waiting on Chris. I'm looking out the windows if he's going to arrive by fucking waiting for Chris so we can go up to Smith's and spend some Smith's vouchers and stuff. But visuals, we did see the midnight release of Venom, The Last Dance, and it was fucking... Here is my spoiler-free review. I'm doing some other videos related on other shit. What else we do? We've been doing the at the time of record. Oh no, because this video will go out way before these do. I can't say too much shit. Let's just... Anybody that's long-term of the channel knows exactly what I'm like. I am Mr. Optimistic. I am Mr. I can find the good in everything. And I can be sometimes Mr. Biased. I don't know if I'm going to be them in this one because I genuinely think to just the general public, I think most people that walk into Venom 3 are going to have a super fun, obviously the great acting and that comes along with Tom Hardy being this sort of back and forward with Venom and Eddie Brock and stuff, along with another just stupidly great talented cast. Everybody in this does a phenomenal job at what it is they're supposed to. I think most people knew anyway, this might be the last dance in terms of a Venom solo film or whatever. There is more shit to come. I think everybody walks this going, this is Bite of Venom. No, it's not. There is more shenanigans to happen. There is also 2 end credit scenes you need to stick around for. Again, we'll get into details when me and Chris do the spoiler heavy review. But for now, I won't spoil them for you because the film's obviously been out for a few. This is 110% the best out of all the Venom films. And I've personally, because like Chris, for example, has been up and down with them. They're okay. And I know Venom's my second favourite Marvel character of all time. My second favourite comic book character, to be fair, of all time, period. But I've thoroughly enjoyed all of these. I've had such a blast watching Venom and Carnage fuck shit up and do some shit. And now watching Venom and said characters do some crazy shit and fuck some crazy shit up. I've had a fun blast the whole entire way through. I think every film has been so much fun. I think I've probably given them all 10 out of 10 because I just had a great time. And this just carries on with that trend for me, but it absolutely blows it up. It plays more in its goofy silliness than it should. The action sequences are so friggin' amazing. It's fucking quite emotional, to be fair. There's a few little emotional moments. And I don't know if it's because I'm coming off the back of the Wild Robot still, but my eyes were starting to hurt. I'm sick of going to the cinema and getting Transformers are welled up because it's just Optimus and Transformers. Welling up at Venom, obviously the Wild Robot just fucked me. It is very hard-hitting and nitty and gritty. Like I said, you'll have these fun little moments of great action sequences and symbiote crazy fight sequences. You'll have some fun, silly, goofy, over-the-top moments, especially the stuff on like the casino and that, and stuff that Venom's doing all there. The pre-release stuff for this, the promo shit, like with Dana White and Hot Ones and that, friggin' amazing. Whoever's idea all that was, 10 out of 10, get them a pay rise. Just great promotion. You will have an amazing, amazing fun time. You're going to be laughing. You're going to be crying. You're going to be jaw-dropped. You're going to be ready for what the future has to hold in terms of the symbiotes and Venom. And I can say this because it was in the trailer, but I won't tell you when it happens or what happens. But with Null and what's going to go forward with more symbiotes, Spider involvement, all that kind of carry on. The Sony stuff, MCU shit, what the fuck's going down? We've got a great future of symbiote, Spider-related stuff going forward, which I cannot wait for. And anything Spider and symbiote-related is always my favourite comic book-related source material. Yeah, source material? It's my favourite concoction. Cocktail. I know, I shouldn't do a review and go, hey, take everything with a pinch of salt what I say, because I'm Mr. Optimistic. But no, I think you will go into this. You probably won't be as hyped up as me, because I was just in love seeing symbiote shit. But I think you will have such a great time. It's the heaviest hitter of the trilogy. It's the best of the trilogy by far. And obviously a lot of trilogies do have a habit of going from best and then into worst. Whereas I definitely think, for me personally, this goes in the order like so. 1 being UK, my least favourite, 2 being my second least favourite, and 3 being my favourite. Yeah, Did I say that all right? What's the matter? It's brilliant, it's amazing, it's fun, it's awesome. Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy, beautiful. Tom Hardy, Venom, beautiful. Everyone else, amazing. Sad, symbiote horse, other crazy weird symbiote shit. Mrs. Chow doing stuff, just being cute. Setups for more symbiote spider stuff. box ticked. I had a laugh. I had a bit of a weep. I had jaw-dropping moments because the action sequence and stuff. Venom, The Last Dance is friggin' awesome and it's friggin' amazing and you're going to absolutely love it. And why do I keep saying... Also, though, if somebody come up to me and they said, I didn't really like it, I thought it was just a bit meh, I understand because a lot of people have looked at this Venom verse, these 3 films now, and they've had an approach of, yeah, it was fine, it was all right. Like I said, Chris isn't massive on it, and Chris is my weekly cinema boyfriend and shit. We do all the different cinema, we do all the stuff. We do all the different cinema experiences, from the Wild Robots to the Godzilla Kongs to the Oppenheimers. We do all it together, so we get all this stuff and we can pick each other's brains and have an insight from the other person on the walk home and shit. And Chris hasn't been massive on these, which is fair enough. So if somebody had an issue of like, oh, yeah, they're fine, it's just a bit of alien stuff going around, biting heads off and away we go, I've got no issue. I understand there's a lot of love there and a lot of biasry and a lot of passion for Venom on my side. But I still think you'll go into this as a neutral, as just a regular member of the public that doesn't mind Marvel and have a friggin' fun time. The only downside, it won't cost any points and I'm calling it a downside, that's where I'm a massive hypocrite, is the runtime. I think it was an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 35, some shit like that. It's not very long, which is the only like, oh, I want more of this, because it was paced beautifully. I was thoroughly entertained from second one to second, whatever the second would be in 135 minutes. From big start to finish, I should have just said, I was thoroughly entertained, and I was on the edge of my seat. I don't know if it's because I was anticipating, are we going to see a Spider? Are we going to see a Sony villain pop up? Are we going to have this? I don't know what it was, but either way, I was just captivated and jaw dropped, and I just loved it, and it was amazing. God, I can ramble to It's the last installment of this particular trilogy. We will see Venom again. It just depends. Just because it was called The Last Dance doesn't mean it is The Last Dance. We'll see what happens in the future going forward. We will see these again. But anyway, visuals, guess what? Venom, The Last Dance, gazillion out of 10. Absolutely loved it. Full money's worth. Stuffing away, milkshake away, and just watching Venom do his shit on the big screen. If you have already seen the film visuals, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it, whether it be negative, positive, neutral, whatever it may be. And let me know what you think about it. I feel like I just rambled to shit, said friggin' a lot in this review. This has probably been the most articulated fucking review I've ever done in my entire life. But visuals, more importantly. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out Venom: The Last Dance, where there will be a spoiler-heavy review next week at some point on the podcast, the Entertainment News podcast. But apart from that, visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the fucking best. We'll always keep being you and keep on keeping on.